Hey, welcome to Broken World Entertainment. And there is a crazy news story that has come out with proof, by the way, so it has receipts, that Disney and Lucasfilm were surveying moviegoers about the pros and cons of Indiana Jake and the Dial of Disaster, which leads you to believe they knew that this thing was going to be a disaster and that they had no confidence in it. So wait till you hear this. An article over here bounding into comics. This is nuts. It really, really is. So Indiana Jake and the Dial of Disaster has been an unmitigated failure for Lucasfilm and the Walt Disney Company. Lucasfilm is estimated, wait till you hear this, is estimated to have spent over $329 million in total production costs for their latest installments in the Indiana Jones franchise, and the box office results have been a disaster. Now, we knew it was roughly around 300 million, but that has gone up now by the looks of it, and that's just the production cost. That's not even the promotional cost. Crazy. So at the time of writing, Indiana Jake and the Dial of Disaster has only managed to rack up a measly $252 million worldwide. It's now, I believe, crossed the 300 million mark. And not IGN, and CBR, who has said Indiana Jones breaks even at the box office. No, it hasn't. It hasn't even come close to breaking even at the box office. It has to make in the region of $900 million to break even. Clearly, CBR does not understand how the box office works. They seemingly think, oh, the cinemas don't take a cut. Morons. So the article continues. This means after 2 full weekends in theaters, the movie has yet to recoup its original production budget. With big name releases such as Mission Impossible, Barbie and Oppenheimer, the latest Indiana Jones film from Kathleen Kennedy-led Lucasfilm is on track to become one of the biggest box office bombs of the year. And basically, this movie and The Flash will be battling it out for that title. And here we go. Interestingly, early screenings for Indiana Jake and the Dial of Disaster saw Lucasfilm and Disney handing out audience surveys to better evaluate what moviegoers consider to be the pros and cons of the film. The first half of the survey asked audience questions regarding the first half of the survey asked audiences questions regarding their personal backgrounds, including their gender identity, age, and whether they had children, further inquiring the age range of those kids, if that were the case. Similarly, the second half asked respondents about their thoughts on the film's characters and other related aspects. And it's the 25 questions on this thing. Wait till you hear these questions. So here's the cons that they wanted to know about. Not big enough villain or threat. Too predictable. Too long. Not funny enough. Too complicated for kids. It's too similar to previous movies. The time travel elements were too far-fetched. The ending was too easy and predictable. Confusing story. Not enough action. Harrison Ford seems too old to be Indiana Jones. The dial wasn't cool enough. too violent and too intense for children. I don't like the relationship between Indiana Jones and Helena. That's it. That's their cons. The pros are equally as retarded. The cons are the fights, the humor, the music, the chase scenes, the action, which you think action would be in with fights, but okay. Harrison Ford returning as Indiana Jones. New characters, Helena, Ronaldo, etc. By the way, I have no idea who in the name of Christ Ronaldo was in the movie. Was he... what's his name? Not Harvey... Jesus, what is his name? Antonio Banderas. Was he him? I don't think so. It continues. Flashback scenes of younger Indiana Jones. Why does it say scenes? There was one scene, and it was the opening scene. The hunt for the Dial of Destiny. The banter between characters. The new villain, Jürgen Voller. The relationship between Indiana Jones and his goddaughter, Helena. I think I said Helena the first time. Helena. What absolute garbage was that? Could you imagine paying to watch this disaster of a movie and being handed this 25 question form and asked, hey, will you fill that out? So we know, just for our own sake, that we absolutely made a pile of dog shit. I'd be like, tell you what, you pay for my ticket and I'll do your survey. Because if you think I'm paying and then giving you the answer. And to start with, the cons. Why are the characters likable? Was the story interesting? Never mind, was it confusing? Was it interesting? Should have been there. Was it too violent and intense for children? What kid wants to go and see a fucking 80-year-old man be led around by an obnoxious, insufferable bitch? Yeah, morons. But there you go. That's proof they knew what they had in their hand was dog shit. And they still put this thing out. Whew. Oh my. They screwed up big time. Anyway, with that, I'll leave it there for this one. So cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.